Hey YouTube, I'm here this time with a first ever video for me. So I decided that in the wake of spring cleaning for all of you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, I decided to finally embark on a type of video that I have been absolutely obsessed with for the last couple of months. I've kind of hinted at what I've been interested in my last couple of videos especially, but I will continue to do Bath and Body Works beauty and whatever, but today I'm actually starting a whole new playlist or series or whatever on my channel in which I will step by step go through the entire KonMari decluttering process. So if you're into decluttering yourself, you may have heard of KonMari or the KonMari method. It is a method that was developed by a Japanese decluttering and organizing expert named Marie Kondo, so that's where the term comes from. And she has developed a system that has become extremely trendy in the last couple of years, in which you declutter not by room but by category, and you focus on keeping rather than discarding. And the keeping question that you ask yourself is, does this item spark joy? So I used it a little bit kind of about a year ago when I was really preparing to move over to Australia for the first time. I guess I only moved here once, but you know what I mean? Like when I was really having to like purge my things, you know, this is kind of what I did. And after I purged my things, I got to a point where I really enjoyed what I owned again. And I feel like I still do for the most part, but I feel like I'm kind of slowly getting out of that. So never mind my dryer, by the way. It has a mind of its own, I'm telling you. But yeah, I slowly started to kind of like get away from that, and I want to reevaluate and do that again. So, like I said, the KonMari method is a method of decluttering, discarding, or keeping, in which you focus on things that spark joy. So not necessarily, have I worn this in the last year, or do I have a specific purpose for this? It's, do I love this item? And so it sounds kind of funny, especially if you're very like logically minded, but I found that it was especially helpful for me, like I said, about a year ago when I was really trying to get rid of stuff because I didn't pay a shipping company to bring my things over here. I did all myself. So like I said, this method also focuses on categories and not rooms. So when I actually start my clothing declutter today, which is the first step in the method, you will see me, I mean, I don't store my clothes in different areas anyway, but you'll see me only going through clothes, not my entire wardrobe or my entire bedroom. And yeah, it also has methods of folding and organizing. Sometimes I will stray from the KonMari method, especially in that sense, and I'll tell you when I do and why. But yeah, I mean, Marie Kondo made like a whole like method of, like I said, not only decluttering and discarding and keeping, but also how you present those items in their locations. So like I said, I started to do this, and I decided to do this again because I used to love everything that I had, especially right after I moved over here, and I feel like I'm just kind of losing some appreciation, or maybe my tastes are changing, or both. So I feel like now is a good time, especially as you guys are starting to spring clean, to do this again and document what I know about the process and hopefully inspire you to do it too. And sorry, I have like a thing of notes here, so I have everything I wanted to say. And next is, I like KonMari because it allows you to feel, like I said, it really asks you whether or not something sparks joy. It allows you to feel something rather than analyze it. And I think that that really is what I want, because I don't just want to have, number one, as few things as possible, but I don't only want to have things that have a specific purpose. Sometimes I'm okay with having something just because I love it, you know, whether that's logical or not. This KonMari method doesn't really pay as much attention to that element. And like I said, this is an entire process. I will link some stuff down below that may help you if you're interested in getting started with the KonMari process and maybe doing that with me. But yeah, I will document it as I go through the entire thing. You'll find that in some categories like clothing or like beauty and accessories, I have excess, but in a lot of categories I don't. However, I'll still go through them just to make sure that I'm not holding on to anything I don't really care to have. And then finally, a lot of people will associate the KonMari method as being a minimalist method or like a decluttering to minimalism. And so something I want to address first and foremost, because I don't really want to do it every single video, is I don't think of myself as being a minimalist. I mean, definitely not. But not only do I not think of myself as being that now, also I don't really desire to become one. So I don't find anything wrong with minimalism. I think that if that's a lifestyle that you want, that's like, you know, that's your prerogative. I say go for it. But I don't really want that lifestyle. I feel like I don't really need it to be happy, so I'm not going to try to force something. So I think that the KonMari method is a good way to start becoming a minimalist if that's what you want to do, but the method in itself does not call for exactly what a minimalist lifestyle calls for. So like I said, my goal is not to get rid of just as much as possible. It's just to get rid of the things I don't actually care about. And to me, that is happiness. So happiness doesn't mean to me I need to have 100 items. Happiness to me is I care about what I own. And that's it. And yeah, I think that the KonMari method, you'll see, just has a bit of a different approach, where the KonMari method, like I've talked about, really focuses on, does this bring me joy? Is this something that I love? Whereas a lot of minimalists, and if you're a minimalist or whatever, don't like comment down below and say, yes, this is how it is, or no, it's not like that. It's just my interpretation of what the differences are. I feel like a minimalist would look at what they own, not only perhaps do it room by room, but also think about it in a more analytical sense, and I don't really care to do that. So yeah, my approach to my belongings is less, I need to have this exact number of things, and more, I just want to appreciate what I have, because to me, that is happiness. So yeah, that's my approach. You'll also see that I don't subscribe to like a minimalist lifestyle in general. And I also don't subscribe to this minimalist aesthetic of having like neutral colors and only like 5 shirts or whatever. Like, I don't really care about those things. So yeah, that's kind of it. Like I said, I'm actually going to be filming my closet declutter or my clothing declutter today. So you'll see me in this exact same top. And if you're interested in this journey, even if you're here for the Bath & Body Works, make sure that you subscribe, because not only will I be doing this whole journey, but I will also continue to do empties and whatever else that I'm like already doing. So make sure that you follow me along this, and I'll see you soon with my closet declutter. See ya.